Good evening. Happy Sunday night. How is everyone going? How is everyone feeling? Has everyone had a lovely weekend? I know I have been a busy weekend. I'm moving into my house and I have not set up my work area yet. So I'm just sitting here in front of the window with these really weird, crappy, crazy curtains that they've left in the house lovingly for us. But I'm excited to come live with you this evening, give a little perk you up for the week ahead, make sure you're all on the right frame of mind for the week coming up. And also because I want to tell you all about the Nail Business Success Club, I want to give you a little sneak peek inside the club as well, because I know I've had a ton of messages and comments and emails as well from people that are interested in joining, but they're still not sure whether it's for them or not. They want to find out a little bit more about it. And I think sometimes having a little sneak peek inside will help. Oh, did you see that? Is that a bird? Just come and land by me. I'm going to be really distracted by the by the garden. Well, it's the front garden behind me. Right now. Hi, Carius. How are you? Lovely to see you on here. Right, I just want to make sure everything's working, that everyone can hear me. If you are watching, please come and say hi. Let me know how you're doing this evening. Fabulous. I think we are working. I think it's live in a couple of places, which is great. Make sure everything's working before we dive straight in. Pages. Are we working? I'm going to do it all and then find it wasn't working. Hi, everyone. Oh, good. There's more people have commented now. Amazing. Caris is stressed out. You know what? I've had a bit of a stressful afternoon too. The kids, if we don't hear them screaming whilst we're on here, it's going to be a miracle. Because they literally, those afternoons when they're driving you crazy. We just went out for a roast dinner, which was lovely. But it was quite stressful and there was way too many kids in this restaurant. I was like, when you hadn't bothered, it would have just been less stressful if I tried cooking it at home. But anyway, because I'm not even too sure how to turn the oven on yet in the new house. So we went out. Anyway, where is my notes? I just made some notes that I want to share with you. And I'm now, where did I put them? Very unorganized. I thought I was organized. I know what I want to say anyway. Sometimes it's good that you lose your notes. I wrote a ton of things out before I came live. Just see if I can find them real quick before we crack on. Oh, I tend to forget stuff. Okay, fabulous. I have them. Right. Who's feeling good? Can you come and let me know how you are feeling about your businesses right now? Are you super excited to get going with them again? Are you super excited about Mondays? Who gets excited about Mondays? Who doesn't? I think if you are on the right track with your business, sometimes getting up on a Monday is super exciting because you can put tons of energy back in. For me, it's like a new start again. So every single Monday, it's like a new start to my diet, new start to my working week. And I can make a clear plan of what I want to achieve that week. And it's so important to know what it is that you want to achieve each week, where you want to go, because that's going to keep you moving forward. That's one of the things with the Nail Business Success Club, that because there's someone there that's keeping you accountable, making sure that you're doing getting through the masterclasses or making sure that you're moving forward. So as long as, you're someone who can come and show up for that support as well, and you don't just hide away, we're here to keep you going forward with it. And we can have so much more traction in our life, get so much more achieved in our life, in our businesses, if we keep taking small steps all the time forward. And as we know, life goes so quick. Things, days turn into weeks, into months, into years, and they just go by like that. And if we don't stay focused and actually have a plan of action for that day, that week, that month, time can pass and we haven't achieved any of the things that we really, really wanted to. And, one of the things, if you're right for the MBSC, you'll be that type of person that really wants to get the most out of their time in the club. They want to get their most out of their life, basically. And if you're anything like me, during my 20s, I was not productive. I was not moving forward. I had a job that I didn't step out of my comfort zone in. I went for the easy option and it didn't lead to me feeling very good at all. I just felt very frustrated, held back, like unsuccessful, that I wasn't really going where I wanted to be. And during my 30s, I feel like I've properly made up for that. So like now I'm very focused. I make sure that I do something towards my dream, my goal kind of each day. And that is so important. And, you know, people who are like, oh, you know, I kind of, you know, really excited about my business and I know I want to get to these 5K months. I know I want to be fully booked, but you know what? I'm not going to join the MBSC. I think I'm just going to try and do it on my own. And I honestly, you can. If any of us, because I say anything is possible for any of us, and you can do it on your own if you're wanting to. There's no reason that you couldn't go out, that you can't get yourself fully booked, that you can't earn 5K a month doing whatever it is that you want to do, or more than that. But the thing with being in the MBSC and doing it is that you are going to take a lot of the struggle and the attempts, all of the trials and error that you have to do when you're doing it on your own away, because we already have a proven system that you can follow. Like, it's been tried and tested. I used it in my business. It's called the client magnetization method. Hi, Jem. It's specifically for nail technicians, for beauticians. So it's very, very niche. It's very focused on exactly what you need to do to grow your business. This isn't just, and I've got a marketing business degree, right? So I know when I went and did that, it's very broad. It doesn't, you know, it gives you information, but it's not specific to what you need for a specific industry, for a specific like job that you're trying to do. And that's why being in the Nail Business Success Club is so good, because that's going to speed up your success. Like, anyone can get fully booked through word of mouth, but it's going to take a long time. For most people, it takes 2 to 3 years to build up on word of mouth. Now, if you've got 2 or 3 years, then brilliant. Like, that's where you can go. If you're like, you know what, I want to speed this up. I want to earn as much as I can now, because I was the same. I'd given up my day job. I had a baby at home. Very soon after I'd started, I had another baby on the way as well. I didn't have 2 or 3 years to build this up. Like, we had debt. Honestly, I had debt. I had money I needed to pay, like things I needed to pay. My husband's wage didn't cover everything for us. Like, you know, and so I needed to earn money. And yet I wasn't in a position to be able to go out and get a job, because I had a baby at home and I couldn't afford the childcare along the side, you know, to have the childcare. So I became a nail technician in the first place because I wanted to be able to see my kids grow up, but also to have a job that I could work around like the children and be able to still make really, really good money. And in my head, like I'm quite a numbers person. Like, I'm like looking at the numbers thinking I can make really good money doing this. And I had that belief. So I went at it with that belief of, you know what, I can make a shit ton of money doing this. And like, sometimes I'd be driving between my clients thinking, I feel like I'm printing cash because this job is so good. Like, so I was a mobile nail technician. Hi to everyone who's just joined. I was a mobile nail technician, never done nails before, never had been in the beauty industry before, other than selling candles at a market, like to raise money for my wedding. I'd never had a business before. And I started it and I went through a ton of errors and issues just like everyone else did. I signed up to do a course just like the MBSC, but it was more broad and it was way more expensive, by the way, as well, and didn't include half the stuff that we include. And I learned, and I got so passionate about the business side of my business, even though when I started, it was more for me, like, I love doing nails. I love getting excited about glitter, like, you know, love doing like the stamping, like the same as everyone else. But I got really excited about the business side of it. And I think when you start seeing that money come in, you can even more so, because you want to do more marketing. Like, you want to know more about your figures. Like, you know, you want to be able to attract more people. You want to be able to raise your prices. And, you know, being able to do that, like, it just like the momentum starts building, right? And, you know, I needed to bring that money in quickly. And so I did something different. Like, I did something that most people don't do, and that was invest in myself. It was, you know, when I didn't have any money, when, you know, I literally, you know, had to say to my husband, like, like, I really want to do this. And I showed it to him, and he looked, and, you know, he's like, you know, believed in me. And he's like, well, you know, go and do it if you want to do it, because I believe in you. And I was so lucky because I had that support at home. And I know a lot of people don't have that because they message and tell me, and that makes me really more sad. But also that also is just another reason why the NBSC, the Nail Business Success Club, is so good, because we give you this support. And we have a lot of people in there which do have really lovely, you know, family and friends at home that are really supportive, but there are also other people that don't. And, you know, it gives you this on top of everything else that you have. It gives you that support. We believe in you 100%. Like, anyone who takes this step into the unknown, into out of their comfort zone, invests in themselves, like, comes and, you know, joins us in there. Like, I know it's a massive leap for so many of you to do that. Like, I know it was a massive leap for me when I did it for the first time, and when I joined programs like this. But I honestly can tell you it was the best thing that I've done for my business, for myself. And there are so many nail technicians, you know, that are in the NBSC already. I'm not sure if any of them are watching. I think Jem's watching. I know she's in the Nail Business Success Club. In fact, she's just commented. I can see it now. It says it's a priceless program. There's so many nail technicians in there that say it is the best thing that they've done for their business, and they just wish that they'd found it sooner, and they wish they'd joined sooner. And I know it sounds like something that's too good to be true. Like, I would be skeptical as well if I was sitting on the other side, like, listening into this, because there are so many people that say, oh my God, it's so good, that you think, oh, well, they must be being paid to say it or something like that, but they're really not. And what we've managed to create, like, it's only been going since last March, so about, you know, what, a year and a quarter now. And what we've managed to create and achieve, and the results that we've got for the women, the nail technicians that have joined us over there, is absolutely phenomenal, and far surpassed what I ever thought was possible for it. But the fact that we've had people join who are brand new to the industry, people who felt like they were about to close their businesses, you know, because they had just had enough of it not making them any money, it just being a stress all the time, to have come and joined and to start hitting these 1K weeks, like, with you know, not even taking them 6 months. Like, it's not like they're having to do the whole program before they get there. A lot of them get there before that. And it just absolutely amazes me, like, where people start when they come and join. And you know, sadly, like, the lack of confidence that some people have when they join, because, you know, life and business has beat us down. And for so many, that we let it win. I've seen so many people, because they haven't got to where they needed to be in the time frame that they had to get there, that they've had to give up, that they've had to go and get that day job on the side. They've had to, you know, they're being told, oh, well, you know, it's just normal that it's like this. It's normal for you to struggle with your business. It's normal for you, you know, to struggle to get clients in your business. Like, no one makes any money doing nails, and it's all BS. Like, it's not true. It does not have to be that way. But it will continue to be that way for so many people, because they're not willing to invest. Their ego, they let their ego win, which thinks, oh, I can do this all myself, and I've got enough information myself to be able to do it. And you know what? If you've got the information that you need, you'd already be there. If your mindset was, and if you had the right mindset and you knew what you needed to do to be a fully booked nail tech, to have an award-winning business, to be earning 1K a week, like, you would already be there, because you just would. And so, you know, for so many of us, we think, oh, I probably know enough. Like, I know Kayla Middleton, when she joined, she popped a post in, I don't know, a few weeks ago or a month or so ago, you know, just saying to someone like, because someone had said, oh, you know, can I not just get all of this information from the Nail Business Success Club on YouTube, or can I not just find all this stuff on Google? And you just can't. Like, this stuff, like, it's, what Kayla was saying was, she thought she knew enough. Like, she had social, you know, she'd use it just like everyone. We've used social media for our personal lives, you know, and we think, oh, well, you know, I must know enough, and I know how to share into a group, and I know how to do this. But if what you're doing isn't working, if you came out of lockdown not fully booked, then trust me, you can learn a thing or two about your marketing, because that should have been the time where, you know, in lockdown, for example, the girls that were in the NBSC, because they had, like, you know, me there, like, driving them forward all the time, and the support of everyone else, rather than falling into, and not to say no one had any anxiety or no one had any, upset and fear, because it was a really, really scary time. But they were able to use that time that they had super wisely. And what they found was the girls that came, that took the support during that time, that stayed in the club throughout that, they came out and they are the ones that are having these 1K weeks. Like, these are the girls, and there are many of them that are fully booked 1, 2, 3 months in advance. Like, who was it? Amy Alice was saying the other day that she went to book someone in for September and the day was already fully booked that the person wanted. Like, she joined in the last intake. She joined 2 months ago. Like, it can happen really quickly. Now, this isn't to say that if you join, that you're just going to suddenly, like, you're going to join tonight, we're going to welcome you in tonight, you're going to get access to everything tonight. Some people get success in the club immediately. Like, honestly, they come in, they do a couple of things, bish bash bosh, they're fully booked, everything's fine, and then they're like, oh my god, I can't even watch all the trainings because I've got so busy. For others, it takes longer because there's more mindset issues with some people. The confidence isn't there. Some people, don't get through the trainings as quickly as others. And this is why we have it as a 6-month program, rather than just letting, back in the beginning, we would like, oh yeah, just come and join for a month, then you can leave. But what we found is the people that joined for a month or a couple of months, they weren't committed to it. And when you have something that you're committed to, you are going to put the work in. You are going to put so much more work in. Like, you are going to, show up for the support that's available to you because you've paid, you've invested in it. And this is another reason why, like, doing it for free does not help anyone. Like, the challenges, we do them for free. We had 900 people showed up. There was 40 people on day 4. And the reason is because it's free. People don't value it. They don't take as much from it. They won't put as much effort into it. And this is why we have the price on it that we do, because we only want people in there that are actually wanting to do this, that are wanting to get results for their business, because we need people to get results so that we can get results, right? So we don't want people coming in and just, I'm just going to try it for a month and see what happens. Like, that does not cut it for us. That won't cut it for you. And what we want is a system that we know, we can guarantee, like, that if people come and join us, implement it into their business, and have a 6 months where they can come and get support, and if they need to change their mindset, if their confidence is really low, they have that time to get to where they want to be, to get to being fully booked and having those 5K months. And it's really, really exciting to see that it works. Like, back when we started it last March, it was like, come on, like, let's give this a go. And, we give it a go. And oh my God, like, I just cannot believe where people are now. And the results that people are getting is just insanely amazing. And in such a short space of time as well. Like, it is incredible. Like, Laura Boucher-Walker joined, I think she joined in about, I think she joined just before the last launch. I think it was March, April-ish time that she joined. And she was someone who came right in and she made me laugh because, like, literally she's like a week in and she was the first person to finish all the trainings, like, in the quickest amount of time. Like, it was literally like a week in and she'd done all 100+ trainings. And I'm like thinking to myself, oh, Laura, like, I'm like, how can anyone take all of that in such a short space of time? She said she watched it like day and night, like 4 days solid, and she just went all in. And I wasn't sure. I was thinking, I'm not sure she's going to have implemented everything. I was like, I'm not sure she's going to have taken, like, done the actual work, because what we recommend to do is when you come in, that you do some of the training, then you do the work that's attached to it, do some more of the training so that you're not overwhelmed with 5 million things to do at the end of all the trainings. But she just cracked on. Like, I could not believe it. And she had the most insanely quick and incredible results. Like, she lives in Lincoln, so it's not like this only works for people in London or in big crazy cities or anything. I think she lives in a village outside of Lincoln. And she went from, she said, before lockdowns, she had a really nice, thanks for commenting on my hedge. I feel like I'm blending in a little bit with the with the hedges here. And she had a at-home beauty business before lockdowns. She was just getting by. Like, she didn't really need loads of money because her husband was, like, had a good job and was supporting her. And she was just kind of like a lot of people do end up, they're doing it on the side, of raising their children. And she just didn't really, wasn't really going for it. And she said on a good week for her, she was getting about £150. And that was on a good week. She reopened. So she came and implemented everything, reopened when we reopened for lockdown, has had £1,000 weeks, is fully booked like months in advance. Like, it is insanely amazing what she's done. And it's actually what we teach you. Let me just tell you what we teach you. So when you join, I'm going to show you inside the members area in just a minute. When you join, you get access to the members online members area, and you get access to this for a whole 6 months. There's like 100+ trainings in there. They're broken down into different masterclasses, and you work your way through them. So we suggest working your way through them in order, because it's a system to follow. It's a proven system that you can follow. And we teach you the client magnetization method, which is what I basically, from what I did in my business, so that I could start having 5K months when it was just me on my own. We got up to 10K months when I had like a team of people. But I ran the business on my own to start with. For the first couple of years, it was just me. So, you know, I know what I did. I know what I tried, what didn't work, what did work, like, you know, the types of ads that we did, the raising awareness, like campaigns and things that we did, like, you know, what it took in order to get to a 5K a month business as a nail technician. And it was harder for us because we were mobile. We could only do one appointment for every 1.5 you can do in a salon or at home. So if you're at home or in a salon, you're winning even more. But, you know, I implemented it. I got this because I've got a marketing degree. I've spent tens of thousands of pounds investing in my own, like, development, so that I know, like, I love marketing, I love sales now, like, and I spent a huge amount of money learning more of it, because you'll never get there. And for anyone who thinks, oh, well, I know enough to get by, honestly, I've spent all this time, all this money, like, investing in myself, doing tons of different courses. I still learn something new every time I invest in myself. And I know that every single time I invest in myself, that, like, I always get that money back and way more. Like, it is always worth investing in yourself. That continued personal development gives you so much more confidence, gives you the skills that you need, like, keeps you focused, keeps you moving forward, like, with your business, with your life, so that you can start living more epically. Like, that's what it's all about for me. Like, I want you to have businesses that aren't just businesses that, you know, you're just running alongside something else that aren't giving you what you need. Like, this, for probably 95% of you watching, you'll have other things going on in your life alongside being a nail technician or alongside your beauty business. So whether that's raising children, maybe it's looking after parents, maybe you need to care for someone else in your family, maybe you have another job, part-time, full-time job. You know, most of us have something else that we're trying to do alongside this. And so what we want to give you inside the Nail Business Success Club is a way that you can run your business so that you can get to these 5K months, despite what other things that you've got going on. And, you know, it's really interesting because there's some people in here who are like, you know, full-time nail technicians, and then there's others who are doing other jobs alongside it, that are raising their kids and that only have evenings to work. And, you know, sometimes they can be like, oh, well, is it worth me joining because I can only work like 10 hours a week or 6 hours a week or something like that. But the great thing about what we teach you is about how to have a business that works around you and your family's life, so that you're not running a business, well, so that you're not being ran by your business. Essentially, you're the one in control. And, you know, it can be really hard for us when we start out, when we're in business without all of this kind of support and my mindset stuff there with you, to think that there's a limit to the amount that you can work, and that maybe because you've got all these other things going on, you'll only be able to earn 150 a week or £100 or £200 a week. And what we teach you, because what we teach you attracts new clients into your business, and not just any old clients, but like your ideal clients that suit your business. What it means is that you're going to get busier. And when you get busier and when you get full, whether it is that you work 10 hours a week or you work 40 hours a week, as we get busier and as we get more full, what we tend to teach you is we give you the money mindset and the confidence and the belief around it to actually be able to increase your prices. So for those of you that are time poor, and we have numerous girls that I've spent many one-to-ones on and success session calls where they're saying, you know what, I'm really limited with the time that I have. So I'm only earning like, you know, £300 a month or £500 a month or something. I can help you get through that mindset of, well, because you're time poor, you're actually more, your time that you have is more valuable. So if you're someone who wants to earn 3K a month, but you only have 10 hours a week to make that work. Well, how can I help you, and how can you run your business so that you can earn that money even though you've only got those amount of hours? And this is where, you know, a lot of people don't have this support. They don't have this help. And so, you know, for most people, if they've only got 5 to 10 hours or whatever a week to work, they limit themselves in what they can earn. But it doesn't have to be that way. And once you get fully booked with the time that you have, the sky's the limit, and you can keep stepping up. And I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but I can't raise my prices again because, you know, it's going to upset my clients and blah, 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 blah. And all that is true, but it's all just our limiting beliefs. It's all our beliefs. And actually, it's not fact. It doesn't have to be that way. And it will feel like it has to be that way until you spent some time in the Nail Business Success Club and you see that actually others are not doing that, and that actually there is a way around getting to these 5K months, even if you can't work like tons of hours a week. And it might be that, you know, we say 5K, and I often base that on you working kind of 30, 40 hours. But even if you're part-time, you can easily get to 3K. And I know there's so many people in the Nail Business Success Club already who earn great money, even alongside doing other jobs. Like there's quite a few people that have come and joined before that have said to me before they join, you're not going to make me want to give up my other job, right? Like you're not going to make me want to, because a lot of people love their day job as well. Like, you know, some people do, some people don't. And, you know, sometimes it's like, oh yeah, well, you know, I don't want to give up my day job because I really like the definite income that brings, and I just want to do nails on the side. But once they've been in a few months and they can see that actually they're making more money doing this than the other one, and actually they have more confidence then, because they can see that this isn't just like a fluke, like this isn't just like, they can actually rely on this income. Because when you can get to a stage like Tanya, Kayla, Amy, Ashley, like girls that are just off the top of my head from the MBSC already, when you're in positions like them where you have so many clients and you're fully booked all of the time, you actually know very far in advance what you're bringing in each month. So, you know, they know already July, August, September, how much they're already going to bring in, and they can pretty much guarantee the income that they're bringing in. So actually it's actually even more reliable than having their employed job, because they're the ones that get to control it. Like when you're in an employed job, you don't get to control it. Like, yes, it's like you think like you're safe, but like literally one day someone could be like, no, we're changing your job, or, you know, we haven't run the business correctly, like you're losing your job. Whereas when you're working for yourself, you have full control. This is the thing we were talking about, like kind of goes in line with what we were talking about the other day about having full responsibility for your business. And, you know it, like when you take full responsibility and you don't blame any other circumstances, and you don't blame the people in your area or the competition that you have or what other people are charging, like you have full responsibility of your business, and like the magic can happen then, because you're going to put the work in that you need to, because you're not blaming anything else for your lack. Right. I want to dive in. I guess if you're time poor, you stay poor. Time and money mindset come very hand in hand. If you're someone like, I used to be this person for sure. I used to always feel like there was never enough money. It was always enough money. Like we all look after ourselves. We can all make sure that we have enough money. Like if we're thinking like we're always kept safe, like, you know, there's people in other countries that have nothing like we have. So, you know, when we think of it like that, we're really rich, even if we maybe don't feel it. And alongside that comes the time thing as well. If you're someone who constantly says, I never have enough time, I never have enough time, I never have enough time. This used to be me like 2 years ago. Guess what? You never have enough time. You're always stressed around time. And it's so interesting. But when you start flipping the way that you talk to yourself, like your mind and what you're saying, like, and you say, you know what, there is always enough time. And, you know, there's always enough time for the things that are important to me. There's always enough money for me to buy the things that are important to me. And we start prioritizing the right things. That's when like tends to happen, like life falls into place a little bit more and can be and can be easier because we're not stressing over money anymore. We're not stressing over time. And a lot of the time, the things that are stressing us out, they normally come down to these one or two things, time and money. And so if we can find the right mindset around that, and actually, like we were talking about on Monday and Tuesday about flipping our beliefs around, if we can find the right mindset that we have around that, rather than this negative, like, I don't have enough time, I never have enough money, like, we just get more of it when we keep saying it. Because I'll give you like a quick example, like with me, like back, you know, quite a few years ago when I never used to have enough money, like, you know, it's just the mindset, because we can constantly be like, oh, I don't have enough money. And then we spend all of our time worried about not having enough money, trying to work out like on Excel or anything, have we got enough money? And what we could actually be doing is flipping it and just be like, you know what, I'm always looked after. Everything's going to be fine. I do have enough money. How can I make more money? And actually using our like creativity to help us, rather than the block that comes down as soon as we say, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough money. Like when we don't have enough time, what do we tend to do? We get very overwhelmed and we get nothing achieved. Whereas, you know, if we're in that abundant state, no, there's plenty of time for me to get everything done today. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to work through everything productively. Guess what happens? Like, we get things done. We feel so much better. We move forward. Right. I want to show you inside the Now Business Success Club. So when you join the Now Business Success Club, you get instant access to everything. We don't drip feed it or anything like that. You get access to everything immediately so that you can work through it at the time, at the pace that suits you. So you get access to our online members area, which I'm going to show you right now. So let me just share my screen. Also, if while I'm talking, anyone wants to come and join the Now Business Success Club, you have until Thursday night at midnight. The link is above my head, hopefully, in this little chat that we're having. It's nailtechtribe.com/find out more. And let me show you inside the club, and then I'll tell you all the support and everything that you get alongside it, because that is really kind of what makes a difference. Thank you. Now Matrix, like, it's a no-brainer, ladies. Join. Because the price. When we join the NBSC, it can be, honestly, I do understand that it's scary, because for most of us, we don't have money sitting around that we've saved specifically for things like this. Like, you know, most people don't have loads of money sitting there waiting, like, for to spend on a course. So I do understand that it can be really scary when we have to take this leap. But I want you to know that every single person before you has felt exactly the same. Like, honestly, everyone says to me, I'm so scared, like, I didn't have the money, I've joined up anyway. I know, like, there's been numerous girls that have kind of commented on all the posts inside this Now Tech Tribe with it anyway. But when you join, you can either pay up front for the whole 6 months, or you can break it down into 6 monthly payments, so that we try and make it, you know, a bit easier for you to come and join us, because I know how much of an impact it can have on your businesses and on your life, and how much it you know, can help you. And some people might be like, they're instant, like, it's like that price, like, you see the price tag, you're like, oh my god, like, that's way more expensive than I ever thought it was going to be, or like, you know, that's too expensive. But what you get in return for this money is like unbelievable value, because when you join, like, what we teach you is going to help you to get fully booked and earn in 5K a month. We only need, and what we teach you helps you to get repeat clients, like returning clients, your ideal clients, the ones that you love to go and do their nails on, right? And you need this only, like, at the price of $459, you need one new regular client to come in to your business, and your whole 6 month is paid for. One. If I can't help you get one new regular client, then there's something seriously wrong. And there are girls that have come in the last intake, so only 2 months ago, that have already got 50 new clients, more than 50 new clients. Like, it's almost, well, it's actually impossible to not get a new client if you come in, you watch the trainings, you implement them into your business, and you come and ask for support when you need it. Like, it's almost impossible to not get your money back. And yet most people get, in the course of the 6 months, 50 to 100 new clients booking in. So the return on your investment can be huge. And that's if you only decide to, like, come and carry on doing nails for 1 or 2 years afterwards. Like, this is something which can set your whole career up. Like, and this it doesn't just then end there. Like, because once you get to 5K months and you're fully booked, it's like, where does the next step go from there? And, you know, I know for some of you, that's a really far away in the future, like thinking about like the next steps after that. But we have girls in the club now that have got, you know, they've worked on their businesses. They've taken that out, they've gone out of their comfort zone, they've worked on their businesses, they've got to these 5K months, they are more busy than they ever like even wanted to be. They have so many clients, and they now are starting to think of like the next steps, like where can they go now? Because I never thought that I'd be here doing this, like, and talking to you and having like the Nail Business Success Club. But the great thing is that once our confidence grows with our first business, we tend to start branching out, or, you know, we can start raising our prices. And that's, you know, really, it's an ongoing thing that you can continually work on, continue to step out of your comfort zone and just get amazing things from. But the start is coming to join us. Like, I know, and this is why I can bang on about it so much and why I get so passionate about it, because I know what a difference it can make to your business and what a difference it can make to your life, the difference it makes to your family. Like the amount of husbands that pop on the screen when we're doing our success session calls, or, you know, pop a little comment in, like, and say like, how much, like, how grateful they are, which blows my mind, because I'm very much about equality, and I hate the fact that I'm like get really happy about like the men loving like that their wives have, like, you know, got these great businesses. But it makes a difference, like such a difference to your whole life. Like, it's not just your business and like you getting a few extra clients. Like, it's about the confidence that you get that goes with that. It's about, you know, how much of an impact it has on even your children, on like your family, like, you know, where you get to live, like the holidays that you get to go on, like all of these like things that, even though they're like, you know, tangible, like money related things, that they actually can make such a difference to our lives. And when we have that, it just makes everything else easier. And, you know, I know like Danny Bailey, who had joined like right in the beginning, she had moved to Wales. She didn't know anyone. She was feeling really depressed. Her family were so, she's actually was from Brazil originally. And, you know, she was really struggling, and she came and like, again, like stepped up to the plate, like came and joined us in the Nail Business Success Club. And now, honestly, she is so confident now. I wonder if she's watching, but she's like won awards. She has her own, like, she's like, you know, sourced and like has her own range of, her own like products now that she sells with alongside her at-home beauty business in nail business, in Wales. And like she said, like it's not just like the business, like she's actually like happy mummy now too, you know, and just like her husband notices a difference in her, like the kids, and because she's happy, she feels like incredibly proud of herself. She's got that confidence that she didn't have a year ago, and it just tumbleweeds, right? It just like, there's so many things that it changes. It's amazing. Right, I was going to do this a minute ago and then we never did, so here we go. Right, let me share my screen. There we go. So when you join, you get instant access to the Nail Business Success Club. I just want to make sure this is working. Let me just check on my thing, make sure it's all working. Hopefully it is. Can someone just comment and just let me know that they can see my screen that I've shared? Oh yeah, there we go. Right, I can see it. Cool. So this is inside the members area. So when you join, you get taken to a thank you page, and then you click on it and you set up your or you set up your password and things when you join, and then you literally can just come in here whenever you want, like 24/7. You can have it on your phone, on your laptop. And then basically this is the main page. So we have like our new members success section here. So you head straight into here as a new member. We have like a checklist for you to work through so that you know exactly what's going on inside the club. We have your first 3 like introductory must watch videos. So these tell you all about everything like in depth, so you know exactly what to do. Like, we're very much about making sure that you know what it is that you need to be doing to start, because I know it can be quite overwhelming when you first come and join. We've got a ton of FAQs here, and then we have this area here as well where, you know, when you're first new in here, I know you have way more questions than what you have once you're a bit more settled. So you can like literally pop in here and get any further support that you need. That comes straight through to my personal email, so I'm here to support you. So that's the new members section. And then I'm going to come back to this support bit in a minute. Down here are all the masterclasses. So we basically have it set up in 3 sections. So the first part is build belief. The second part is magnetize. And the third part is earn with ease. And they're across 2 pages here. And let me come back to you for a second, because I just want to tell you about the client magnetization method. There we go, I'm back. So the 3 parts of the client magnetization method, this, as I was saying, is like a proven system so that you can go from wherever you are. Like, we have people joining who haven't even started their businesses yet. We have people that, like, such as Tanya Jeskins, who's been in business for like 10 years, Lisa Carlin, like, you know, they were established, but their businesses have either taken a hit because of lockdown, or they never were really running to how they wanted them to. So they want to start making some changes. They really want to start hitting these 5K months and really make the most of all the effort that it takes starting a business from the beginning. And so these 3 sections, so the build belief one, this is first we work around your mindset and making sure that you and your business are set up so that you can get this success. Because if you're someone who's still, you know, very much in, what's the word, victim mode, or, you know, you're feeling quite down and you're not really sure, like haven't got any belief in yourself, like, you are going to struggle to get like the clients coming in, because you're blocking them with the lack of belief in that you have, and with the thoughts that you're having. And so we talk about that. That's probably the shortest part of it, but that's the first, like, I think 3 or 4 masterclasses are all around your beliefs, making sure that you're set up, that your business is set up, so that when we start attracting clients into it, you're not going to fall into problems of getting lots of cancellations and losing out on money and finding things really stressful. Like, we want to get you on the right track from the beginning, right? So that's why we have that build belief section. Once we've had the build belief section, we move into the magnetize section. So this is part 2. This is the biggest of the 3 sections. And this is where I teach you all of the strategies that we used in French and Dredge. I don't hold anything back. It's not like there's another level that you can come and get at another time. Everything is in there that you need. And we teach it to you in a way that you can work through the masterclasses. We teach you what it is that you need to be doing, why you need to do it, how, like, you know, where there's things where there's like technology involved, and, you know, we teach you exactly, like, click here, how to do this, you know, very, very in depth for those that need that part of it as well. And then basically it's all the strategies. We help you with, like, different social media platforms. We help you with, in fact, let me just go in and show you. Where's my share? There we go. Okay, cool. So we've got our build belief ones here. So we've got, like, condition yourself for success, set your business up for success, stand out from a crowd, because that's so important, and the reason that so many people don't do very well in their businesses, because they're just trying to be like everyone else. In the magnetize one, we have, like, branding and design masterclasses, how to use Facebook for free, supercharge your Facebook following. We recently, and this is the other thing, is that we don't just, like, give you this and then, like, there's nothing else ever. Like, where we need to update it when new things are coming out, like, we do extra things. So, like, Laura Boucher Walker, who's one of the girls in the MBSC that's had that amazing success recently, she also uses something called the Nextdoor app, and tons of girls in the MBSC have been getting insane results from it. Like, it's been amazing. So, like, this month, like, literally 2 weeks ago, we added an extra bonus training in, and we don't charge anything extra for this. We just do it. People can come and show up on the Zoom. They can watch it back later. So we have, like, so that one's just, like, basically been added to it, which is super, super exciting. We have this is a bonus that you get when you join up. So the money making messenger scripts, I'll tell you all about those in a little bit. We help you with Instagram. Like, there is so much included. And on page 2 here, again, like, you know, we have, like, the Clockwork Clients bundle. This is insanely amazing, because this is where we actually help you to make sure that these clients, so that you're having, like, these clients are coming back, because that is so important to your business. And what we teach with here, most of our girls in the MBSC have a rebook rate of about 80%. So, like, that's what needs to happen for you to start hitting, being fully booked, for you to start hitting 5K months. You have to be having great rebooks. And I know that a lot of the time it comes down to confidence. It comes down to all of the little strategies and things that we used to do in French and Drench that a lot of other people don't do, like, or they just leave to luck, or they just think that their clients are just not people who rebook. Like, no, it does not need to be that way. and we can 100% like help you with this Clockwork Clients bundle to get these clients coming back, so you have that confidence that people will rebook. Because I know for most people we don't even ask because we're so scared of failure and so scared of rejection. We teach you how to do Facebook ads. Like there's tons of stuff in this magnetized section. I'm just gonna give you an example of like one of the masterclasses. So for example, with like our Instagram one, when you click into a masterclass, there's normally like some of the videos, there'll just be like one long one of like an hour and a half or something, but a lot of them are like broken down into little mini sections so that you can watch them, you can click onto them. They have a little video on them. Like this one, for example, we have like a PDF that comes alongside it. So this is like a 50-page like workbook that comes alongside the masterclass. And like, I'm not an Instagram expert. Like I didn't really use Instagram for French and Drench. Like I mainly used Facebook, but I know Instagram is so important to so many people. So we got like Sherry, who's an incredible Instagram expert who deals with loads of beauty brands. Like she came in and actually did this masterclass for her. Just seeing if I can if I've managed to download. Yes, here we go. It's coming up. So like this is the workbook that you get alongside the videos. So like, I mean, it's just amazing. There is so much included in it. We come back to you. And then with the magnetized section, this is where you learn to get the new clients coming in and we start to keep them coming back. So this is where you're going to start to get busy, like, you know, and you will need support through this. I'm going to tell you all about the support that's alongside it, because it is hugely important to have that support. But once we've done the magnetized section, we then move into into Earn with Ease. And this is where we teach you how to basically earn with ease. I'm just going to come back to you for a second. And this is where, you know, we want you to start automating the system. Like I want you to be able to earn 5K a month without you getting completely stressed out all the time. Like without you know, having to have a million like messenger conversations all the time. Because when you're first starting in the MBSE, for most people, it's that they need these clients coming in quickly. Like most people when they come, it's not for everyone, but most people when they come into the MBSE, they are in a place. Hi, Rosanna. They're in a place where they need clients ASAP. Like that they need them coming in. And so what we teach you is a way to get them started coming in quick. So you haven't got to spend like 3 months prepping something before you're there. Like we want you to start getting quick results. I know for most of you that you're taking a massive gamble and a massive leap, like joining, and that you need to start seeing some results. I was the same. Like I wouldn't have been able to join something and then hope in 6 months time I start seeing some results. Like we want you getting results quickly. So the way that we teach you, oh, Danny, you're on. I was just talking about you. Danny, I was just saying to everyone like how incredible you've done. So if you want to just say if how you're doing and everything. Yeah, like we want you to get results. And so what we teach you is the way that you can get the results quickly, and then we automate it afterwards. So we teach you things like building a website, making sure you like email lists. Oh my God, so important to your business. Like we used to get like £500+ worth of bookings with our email list. We'd grown our email list. So we had a list of 1,000 like people, local women, like clients of ours or people that were interested in being a client of ours on our list. That was invaluable to our business. It made such a difference. And yet it's a resource that most nail technicians do not use. They do not know how to use properly. And so what we teach, thanks, Hannah, MBSE works, ladies, do it. Joe's the nail tech whisperer. I love that. Yeah, so we teach you you know, I know as well, like a lot of you are like not tech savvy. Like I was not tech savvy. I used to not even be able to turn the TV on, like, and I have got through it and I'm now on the other side. Rosanna, who's watching, she built her website through what we teach in the MBSE. She has an incredible business now. We interviewed her a few weeks ago as well. Last week, actually. She built her website during lockdown, like, you know, and it's an amazing thing to do when we're someone who, you know, doesn't think that we've got it in us to like do this tech stuff. And most people say, nah, like it's not possible. Like I'm not tech savvy. Like I'm never going to be able to do all this stuff. To then see people doing it and to see our confidence grow over it is amazing, because just like with everything, and like I always say, it comes down to your mindset. And if you're someone who says to yourself, I can't use tech. I'm not tech savvy. Like, guess what? You can't use tech and you're not tech savvy. But as soon as we start, you know, and we rely on someone else to do it, right? Like I used to rely on my husband to do all my tech stuff for me. Like, and when I realized actually it's all just in my mind, it's not something that people are born with. You're not born being good at tech or born being bad at tech. It's just that it's new, or just that you haven't practiced it enough. And, you know, that's our whole like philosophy in things. And the MBSC is like, you know, if you find something hard, then it's hard because it's new to you. It's scary because it's new to you. It's not always going to be that way. And when we can take responsibility and actually be like, you know what, no, I am a capable person. Like it is possible for me to do this. And we have that mindset instead. Yes, it's going to take us a little while to get used to it. It is going to be hard. There might be some tears, but we will get through it. And we're going to be a better person and a stronger person and a more skilled person because of it. I couldn't even phantom Canva. Yeah. And now you can, right? Like it's the same. So someone was just saying, what's the cost? So the cost is, so there's a link above me. You can click on there. All the details are on there. The cost is $459, or you can pay over 6 months and it's £89 a month. And like I was saying before, you need one new regular client to be able to make your investment back. So with what we teach, we don't teach you to have to be selling nails at a really cheap cost and not making any money. We want you attracted. The whole point of this is so that you have businesses that give you this epic life, that you have businesses that work for you, that bring you money in, that, you know, you have clients that you actually like, that don't mess you around. You know, so what we teach you is so that you can actually charge a decent amount. And even though so many people, and I'm sure the girls in the MBSC that have been in the MBSC that are watching right now will agree, is to start with, you will say to yourself, no, I can't charge anymore. Like it's not possible for me to earn that kind of money. But you know, your time in the MBSC, that's what we're there to support you with. It's not just like, oh, it's a social media course, I'm going to go away and learn some social media. This is about a life-changing experience. And if you're someone who wants that, and they want to step out of their comfort zone, they want to have something that's going to get super passionate about, something to dig their teeth into, like, and be part of an amazing like group of inspiring, supportive women, like, then it's for you. Right, I wanted to show you as well. So you get all the masterclasses when you join, instant access to everything. You get that for the whole 6 months. On top of that, you get all the support. Now, if I was to just give you this course and just say, go away, there you go, it's £100, go away and do it all yourself, you would get to a certain part and then you're going to have a ton of questions. You are not going to be able to, sometimes we get blocked by things like when we start talking about your ideal clients, your unique selling points, who, you know, how are you going to speak to your ideal clients? What's important to them? What are their values? Like, how are we going to have our branding and our visuals to match those ideal clients? Like, we go deep on this stuff and you will have questions, and that's why we include all the support alongside it. That's why it's the price that it is, like, because we want, I know I would be doing you a disservice if I just sold you this for £100 and you had no support. And because I want to offer this level of support alongside it so that I can make sure that you're getting the results, we have to charge for that, because I have to put my time. We have other coaches in there as well to help as well, who are girls that have been through the MBSC as well. And so when you join, obviously, as well as all the masterclasses and everything, you get access to our weekly success session calls. So we do these once a week, every week. We have the schedule goes up at the end of each month for the following month, so you can pop them into your diary. And we normally do like one daytime one and one evening one, and we alternate them so that we're covering everyone. You know, if people are in different time zones, or if you work in the day or you work at night, like, you should be able to get on, you know, a couple a month, hopefully. And, you know, some people show up for all of them. Some people show up when they need the support. Others dip in and out when you know, they're needing that pick me up, or they need that motivation from me again. They need to kick up the arse. You know, you can come along and join. And how they work is we normally have about, it can be anything from like 5 to maybe 15, 20 people on the Zooms. And the way that they work is you come on, sometimes we might share a win, like if someone's doing particularly well, like they'll come on and like do a bit, you know, kind of share what they've managed to do, because we're very much a sharing community. We very much work as a family and we support each other. So if we've had something that works, we share it with everyone else so that they get to use it as well. And like last week or the week before now, Michelle Hill Dawson wrote the most incredible ad, and I read it and I thought, wow, that's really, really good. she's used it on the Nextdoor app, on Facebook. A lot of the other girls have taken it. Like she said, it's fine. You can take it, like use it for your own. And they're just getting insanely amazing results, like absolutely incredible. Like the pedicure side of things has gone insanely amazing, but it's because it's that time of year, right? It's easy to get pedicure clients at this time of year, but only easy when you know how, right? Because I know not everyone is getting them. So we get on these success session calls. They're 1 hour. We have like a grad program one as well. So once you finish the 6-month program, if you choose to stay, we have a separate one for them as well. And you basically, you can come on, you can ask any questions if you're feeling like you need some support through something. If you like want to troubleshoot, like, you know, that's quite a good thing to do. Like sometimes we'll get people come in, like we have Gemma, who do we have today? Hannah and Morag. Who are like a mum and daughter like duo, and you know they joined at the last launch, so 2 months ago. They launched into their business. They came and joined. They're quite good at joining for the success session calls. They came and asked like questions. We got to the bottom of their like unique selling points and their niche, and they've gone away. They've put a ton of work in. So they've been amazing. They've worked through the masterclasses, implemented things into their business. About 3 weeks ago, probably. So after they'd been in just over a month, they came on a call and they're like, you know what? We're getting a few clients, but it's still not like as busy as we want. Like we're still not really getting there. We had a chat, we talked through a few blocks that they might be having, like things that they could do. Came back this week. Oh my God, it's amazing. We've got this ad up and running that's working. Like it's great. So they've done really, really well. And the reason they had that is because they showed up for the support. And that's what it's there for. Like, you know, it's there to help you have the support when you need it. And you will need it because, you know, as much as there's a ton of training in there, like, you know, we implement it, we will have follow-up questions. As well as the Zoom calls, we have something called Tuesday Question Thread. So again, it's just another opportunity for you to come and ask questions. If you want feedback, we normally get people to put their feedback onto the Tuesday Question Thread. So if you've done a Facebook ad and you haven't got the results that you wanted from it, or maybe you have written something but you just want someone to like look over it, like we have lots of people, well, quite a few people in the MBSC who either English isn't their second language, or they have like dyslexia or something like that, and they want like other people to read through stuff. Like we can do we help with all of that. We can do Facebook audits. So, you know, once you've come in and you've done all of your, like done a whole load of trainings, you've like, you know, optimize your Facebook page so it's set up so that we can actually start attracting clients from it, rather than it just being this pain in the ass that we've got to keep doing all the time. You know, we'll take a look at it for you. Once you've got your website up and running, we can take a look at that for you. And, you know, we give you actual advice, like, by the way, like we're not just like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like, you know, yeah, that's all good, go away. Like we'll always try and give you some kind of constructive feedback as well, like something that could be improved on, because there's always something that we can tweak or that we can change slightly. Often my question all the time will be, well, what is it that your ideal clients want to see? Like, you know, can you tell me who your ideal clients are, so we can make sure that what you're doing isn't just what I want to see, but actually what your ideal clients would want to see. Because, you know, we've had people from all over like the world, like all over the country. There was a lady called Tracy who ran a business, and hers was, she's beautiful. Like she had it was called Red Rose Nails, and she was a lovely, lovely lady. And she, you know, she was in a little village as well. And her business was very much, you know, she didn't want to have all of her stuff online. Like, you know, she wanted it to be right for her types of clients. And so, you know, this is the thing, is it doesn't have to be exactly the way that we teach it. It's not about you all having exactly the same businesses. It's about you learning everything, but actually taking it in and, you know, tweaking it if you want to, so that it's right for your business, like so that you can get, you know, the business running the way that you want. And it's great because there's so many different people. I think there's about 170 people in the MBSC at the moment. So many different types of people, like people from all walks of life, all different ages, you know, lives in different places, like have slightly different businesses. You know, and it's amazing, like, because we're all there to support each other. So Rachel just had a quick question. She said, is it still £89 once you completed the 6 months? No. So when you join, you join for 6 months. You can either pay up front $459 or it's £89 a month for 6 months. Then the payments stop. If you want to stay on, some people do. We have quite a few people, because you're around such a positive, like supportive thing is quite, you know, you people like to stay, right? So we then offer a grad program, which is lower price and it's something different, but you basically can come in and you can stay in the MBSC after your 6 months if you're still wanting to carry on with the support. But your initial payments when you join, they're for 6 monthly payments and then they stop, and it's your choice then if you want to stay on for longer or not. Oh, thanks, Ali. Ali's the nail matrix. She said the support within the MBSC and help is second to none. There really is no other group out there who goes above and beyond to get where you want to be. Yeah, it is amazing. What else do I want to say to you? Yes, free bonuses is the other thing I want to say. So the doors are only open until Thursday. So we open them for 1 week and then we close them. And the reason we do that is because we have a lot of people come and join us, and then we want to make sure that they're getting the support that they need. And so, you know, I'm not here constantly like, you know, talking about the MBSC all the time and, you know, doing all these challenges all the time. And so we do these periods. So we close the doors on Thursday. They won't open again until the autumn. So if you're wanting to get like to get fully booked, to have these 5K months now and not wait like 6 months, like come and join us, because it's a great time of year to come and join us. Like we are hitting into summer. It's a great time to start getting new clients into your business. It's actually easier during the summer than it is the winter. And so, you know, it's a great time to start using these strategies rather than thinking, oh, well, I'll just try on my own again for another 3 months. Like if you're doing the same as what you've currently been doing, you're not going to get any different results. I want you to start getting results. I want you to start seeing like the returns on all the investment that you've made so far as well. Like, you know, so many people say, you know, that like they've invested so much and they're like, oh, I just keep investing money in it, and I'm not seeing the return. And that's because most people keep investing in the money in the stuff that's not actually getting them the clients through the door. Like, and what we want is for you to not messing around anymore and holding off on, you know, just keep learning more skills and keep, you know, getting more colors and glitters, and, you know, or a lot of people fall into the trap of wanting to learn lots and lots of different treatments because they think that's going to help them to get more clients. But the thing is, you can do 30 treatments. If you still don't know how to advertise your services and to bring new clients in, you're still not going to do it. And so actually investing your money in something like the MBSC, where you're actually going to see a return on your investment, is pretty good, worthwhile doing for sure. We have a money back guarantee, like a cooling off period as well. Sorry, I should call it. And so if you join, you can come in for 7 days. If you don't like what we teach, you come in and you're like, this isn't what Joe said it was, even though like it's not, it 100% is, and I've just shown you inside it. You can leave, like, and we'll give you a refund. So you can come and join for 7 days, leave if you like. But we know, like, I know it's so good. I know that there's so many people have got results, and I know how much of a life-changing thing it is. And that's why I literally can come on and talk about it for hours, because I believe in it so much. And for me, I don't feel like I'm like selling it, because I just know that it works, and I know how much of an impact it can have on people's lives. So there's some bonuses as well. So if you join before the doors close on Thursday, we have 3 special bonuses that are on. We do other things all the time in the MBSC as well. So like sometimes, like we've been known to do like challenges for MBSC members. So like before we open, so before lockdown finished, that 3rd lockdown, for the months before, we did like a new client offer challenge. So it was like about getting everyone, like getting as many new client vouchers out to new people as possible, and about raising awareness. Like we now have, which we just started last month, which we're going to keep doing because it's insanely amazing. We have award-winning nail technician, so Helen Burton Ward, who's a CND educator, and she's Natural Nail Specialist of the Year as well, and she's up for the award again this year. She does a 1-hour Zoom like skills training every month too. So, you know, and that's just something extra that we've just added in, because we want to be there. We want to make sure that you're getting as much results as possible. And I know, you know, having that support to fight, you know, if you've got a problem with nails lasting or something like that has happened, to have someone like that, and she's one of the success coaches inside the MBSC, you know, she's there to help you with things like that as well. And, you know, that can make a massive difference to our confidence, you know, when we have, you know, knowing like, right, we've got someone behind us, like we've got like the MBSC behind us to help us with those types of things as well. Like, you know, she does a different training. So it's like a 1-hour live training that she does each month All of our live trainings inside the MBSC are recorded so that you can watch them back after. So I know obviously everyone's on a different schedule and got different things going on. So we have that. And then, the free bonuses. So if you sign up before the doors close, you're going to get the Instagram masterclass with that 50-page document download as well, which is amazing. And what we teach you, this Instagram masterclass isn't just how to get more nail techs to follow you, which seems to be what most people tend to do. It's like how to actually get local people that are interested in your services actually following you and booking in with you. So we teach you all about how to use the hashtags for that purpose. You get the money making messenger scripts. Hate the name of this. I really need to change the name of that because it sounds really icky. But these basically are scripts that you can copy and paste. So when you start doing your stuff that you've been taught inside the MBSC, when you start advertising and people start contacting you, what you're going to be able to do is use these copy and paste scripts so that you actually have a script to follow. Because for most people, when someone asks for a price list or for availability, or they want to inquire about something, most people just go back and just give them the price list or point them in the direction of the price list and let me know if you've got any questions, and they don't want to be pushy and they just let the person go. That's not going to get you clients particularly easily. Like, you're leaving it up to hope and faith that they look at something and they go, oh yes, that's for me, and then they contact you again to book in. Very unlikely. There's actually like sales conversations, things that you can do and specifically say in your messages to these people, which means that they are more likely going to book in with you. Like, it's amazing, because it's sad in a way, because no one gets taught this stuff. Like, no one knows this stuff. And so we're all just thinking we're doing the right thing when someone asks for a price list to give them a price list. It's actually the worst thing that we can do if we're trying to get them to book in with us. And what we teach you is a way, so it's not salesy, it's not horrible, but we're just going to try and get them to open up so that they can see the value in what it is that we're offering. Because what I want you to do in the MBSC is being able to charge a decent amount, right? Like, I recommend as a minimum in the MBSC that you should be charging like £25 for a shellac. Now, that doesn't mean that you have to, but it's what we recommend that you do, so that because when you have a price like that, you're perceived as better, and that makes things easier for you. It makes you easier to implement the strategies that we teach. And you might be freaking out right now and thinking there's no way I can charge that, but know that every single other person who joined the MBSC before you had those same feelings as well. And what we teach you will help you to not have that feeling and to see that actually it's possible for you to get clients and charge more for your services. So you get those bonuses. And then the third bonus is the welcome call that we're going to do on Friday. So it's going to be during the day on Friday. Again, you can watch back if you're not there. And that we're just going to make sure that you have a really good start inside the MBSC, that you have a chance to ask any questions that you have, like, just as newbies, so that, you're not overwhelmed by other people being in there as well. Like, you can get to know each other a little bit. We'll show you, all the components again. So I make sure that everyone knows where everything is. Everyone knows where they can find the schedule, how to get onto the Zoom calls, etc., etc. So that's all, like, we're going to include that for you as well. And we don't always do those, so it's nice to have that little bonus there for you. Cool. Okay. I'm excited. If you join for Wednesday as well, I think it's Wednesday night, our success session call this week. Oh yeah, Karis, Facebook group. Yes. So you get access to the Nail Business Success Club Facebook group. Only current members are in there. So there's like 170 nail techs in there. It is, everyone just always says how much of a supportive group it is. Like, this isn't really even like the Nail Tech Tribe Facebook group, because it's very intimate. It's much smaller, obviously, with only 170-ish people in there currently. It might be up to 180 now. But it's very much geared on positivity, on the support. And that doesn't mean that you can't go in there and have a moan. It doesn't mean that you can't go in there and say, you're really struggling. But what we're going to do is we're going to support you through it. We have amazing like back-end systems our end as well. We have, in fact, I don't even think like most people in the MBSC know that we have this now, but we have a system. Whenever anyone posts into the MBSC now, we get notified of it, so that we can make sure that every single person gets an answer to their question. Every single person gets that support. Like, we go above and beyond, and we are constantly making improvements to it. So yes, you get that Facebook group included. It's really really active in there. Like, it's super, super good. Ali from the Nail Metric said, I've been charging £75 for a luxury pedi and did have a wobble thinking clients wouldn't go for it, but they seem to love it. Yeah, honestly, but like Ali, you were one who was obviously brand new when you joined as well. And, you know, you've made your business, and I know you found it hard in the beginning. You're like, I can't do any of the tech stuff, like, you know, and you've been in quite a few months now, and obviously, you know, you've really come a long way, and it's amazing seeing people's businesses grow and their confidence grow throughout. And if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments, or feel free to personal message me. Let me just pop the link as well in the comments for you, just because I know sometimes people can't find it when it's at the top. So let me just pop it into the comments. I mean, I would absolutely love to see you over there. Like, I know it's not for everyone, but it is for you if you, one, you've enjoyed the challenge this week, two, if you want to be fully booked and living that epic life and earning 5k a month, if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, if you're willing to put the hard work in. Like, we suggest that you probably need about 2 hours a week, but some people will come in and put a ton more hours into it in the beginning and then slow down. Others will do it slowly, so it's completely up to you. I would definitely recommend that you want to be trying to get through like a masterclass, you know, every few weeks, especially to start with, because, you know, to start with, what I think most people tend to do is they come in and they get the build belief ones are done pretty quickly, and then they can start getting on the magnetized ones. And that's really, I would love to see you do that, because that means that you can start attracting those clients back into your business, like ASAP, so that you can start seeing the return on your investment into the club, and so that you can start seeing the results, because momentum is huge. And if we can start making some traction real soon, like, that can make a massive difference to our confidence. You know, we start believing in the system, start believing in the client magnetization method more. And when we do that, we put more effort into it, we keep going with it. You know, and it is like, there is so much to do, and it can be a little bit overwhelming when you first join, but we're here to help you through it. And I just want you to know, like, you wouldn't be the only one anyway. Like, we're here to support you. Okay. I've done a lot of talking about it. I think that might be the longest I ever spoke about the MBSC for. And I absolutely love Danny Bailey's comment. MBSC works, ladies. Do it. Joe is the nail tech whisperer. It's hilarious. I love it. And Rosanna said, yeah, I couldn't do any tech myself, and now I can do a lot, and that was all through the teachings in the MBSC. And Joe, oh, thanks guys. Right, have an amazing evening. I really hope to see some of you over in the Nail Business Success Club later. I can welcome you immediately in, and then literally you can wake up tomorrow knowing that you've stepped out of your comfort zone, that you've done something incredible for yourself, and you can get going on the trainings. Like, it could be like the most epic of weeks for you ever. Right, have a nice, lovely evening. I'm probably going to go and eat some chocolate because I'm going to start a diet again tomorrow. And I will see you all soon. Bye.